Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, an independent candidate's campaign survives a tough challenge. Accusations of forgery and fraud couldn't keep Sarah Kembenzi off the ballot. Plus, we speak with Democrat State Senate candidate Kelly Vangenhoven as she continues to push her campaign. And more Americans are voting before Election Day than ever before. But why? We'll break down two surprising reasons behind this growing trend. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Good evening, Kelly. We're all wondering what's the latest with the weather.
Yeah, good evening, Kevin, and happy Friday to everyone as you start to take on your weekend. Things are looking great. At least tonight is very quiet. We do have some ever so slight changes for the weekend forecast, but at least we can keep most of that rain out of the mix for tonight. It's on the cooler side for us here in Marquette and up to Munising, Copper Harbor, other northern places into the upper 60s and lower 70s. Clear skies overnight. We continue to be rain free. I'll have that full weekend forecast for you coming up in just a few.
Thank you very much. A review for independent candidate Sarah Kembenzi finds her still to be eligible for the 38th district race in November. Staff from the Michigan Board of State Canvassers say Kembenzi surpassed the number of valid qualifying petitions after a Marquette resident challenged her campaign's integrity last month. The challenge called for the rejection of over 1,200 signatures across her petition sheets, including a claim that her campaign manager's signatures were forged and his party was misaligned with Kembenzi's. Staff found those signatures to agree with the manager's signature on file and that his own party affiliation was not a legal requirement to circulate her votes. The board found 197 invalid signatures, still leaving Kembenzi with 642 over the 1,500 needed to land on the ballot. The Board of State Canvassers will officially determine whether the petitions are sufficient on Monday. Earlier this week, we heard from the Republican candidate for the UP's open state Senate seat. Now, the Democrat running to step in for term-limited Senator Ed McBroom is making her case. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy sat down with Delta County Commissioner Kelly Vangenhoven to talk about her run.
Kelly Vangenhoven is running to flip the 38th State Senate District seat blue after 16 years of Republican control.
In 2010, it was very, very blue. And over the last 16 years, we've seen a decrease in that. And I was like, gosh, I need to be able to figure this out so that we can get back to the basics.
She says her goal to rebuild the middle class starts with listening to voters Democrats have struggled to reach.
That's my goal, is to be an advocate to build back our middle class in the Upper Peninsula by focusing on those issues.
Vangenhoven is a Delta County Commissioner and a former business owner who spent her whole life in Escanaba. She raised 3 children there with her husband, a steel worker at the paper mill, and says she knows her opponent and other Republican leaders personally from her time on the county board, which she believes will help her work across the aisle.
We don't have to be divisive. We can have issues, right, that we don't agree on, but in the grand scheme of things, we're all yours.
Vangenhoven says she's running a grassroots campaign, raising more than $45,000 so far in small individual donations. She says that's a deliberate choice to stay accountable to voters, not donors.
I would rather work for people's votes than people's money.
Vangenhoven will face Republican Dave Preston in the general election, which is now just 85 days away. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
As the November midterm elections approach, research shows options to vote early in person and by mail have grown in popularity. In Michigan alone, the percentage of all votes cast before Election Day has grown by roughly 25% in the last decade. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp shares the latest data.
We look at the last 25 years. We've seen an expansion of the access to options to vote by mail, so early in person and voting by mail.
Christopher Mann, the research director for the Center for Election Innovation and Research, a nonprofit that works with election officials and build confidence in elections, says the use of voting before Election Day, whether by mail or in person, has climbed steadily from year to year. According to CEIR, voting before Election Day made up 40% of ballots cast in the 2016 election. It slightly went up in 2018, but it really climbed during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, before returning to a long-term trend with 51% in 2022 and 61% of ballots cast before Election Day in 2024. CEIR says in general elections from 2016 to 2022, more votes nationally were cast by mail than were cast in-person early voting.
The most interesting thing about 2024 was that it was the first election in which we see more people voting early in person than voting by mail. And I would guess that that trend will continue in 2026 based on what we've seen in many of the primaries that have taken place so far.
Mann says there's two reasons why more people are opting to vote prior to Election Day.
People like it. And once they discover it and they like it, it's convenient. It's easier to go than on Tuesday, Election Day. They can choose when to vote. With early voting, they can choose where to vote. So it's much easier to do. The second answer is that there's a lot more promotion of it. Election officials talk about it, campaigns talk about it, because they want to try to give people every opportunity to vote.
In Washington, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
CEIR says the dates for early in-person voting varies across states. They encourage voters to reach out to their local election officials to find out the exact dates for early voting. Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Plus, we'll have a preview of the UP State Fair as it makes its return to Escanaba this upcoming Monday. And later, we check in with the Upper Goddess. Lori is adapting after her stove stopped working. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
I'm Tony DeCopel. The CBS Evening News is the story of America one day at a time.
I'm Tony.
While we cover a lot of ground, we also stick to the basics. What's real?
Do you ever get scared?
Yeah. And what's important.
I'm just asking you why you're here and what your message is.
Success for us is not how much we pack into a show, but how much you take away from it. And we'll always end with the good stuff, something to remind you that there's a lot of life out there beyond the headlines. So join me. This is the CBS Evening News.
It's game day in the UP. When the cans are empty and the boxes stack up, don't trash it, recycle it. Recycle 906 accepts cans, cardboard, plastics, and more from across the Upper Peninsula. Game on, recycle on.
Hey, Doug Garrison here for Budget Windows. You know, replacing the windows in your home can be a huge investment. So we urge you to get 3 quotes. We just ask that one of them be from Budget Windows. You know, most people are not just shopping for the best price, but also want a great window as well. We want you to be fully informed before making your decision. So we invite you to get 3 quotes, but make sure Budget Windows is one of them. So call Budget Windows today, and remember, you always get triple for double. Great windows, professionally installed at a great price. That's Budget Windows.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
I'm Gail King with CBS Mornings. We're here for you in the Upper Peninsula. This is now home for CBS WZMQ 19.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
At Shunk Furniture Marquette, we save you money. With hot buys like these premium sofas from Lazy Boy are 50% off. How about a leather stress-free chair and ottoman for just $849? There's hot buys in dining room too. This large 86-inch wood table is just $799. Mr. Mattress here, there's big discounts on Serta, up to $900 off. The Tempur-Pedic Breeze is on sale too, up to $1,000 off. You'll save on Stearns & Foster and Sealy too. Shop Shunks of Marquette today.
Now, from the 19 News Forecast Center, this is WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back. We finally made it to the weekend. Hopefully everyone has their plans set, and it's pretty much the same from when I last saw you. There is still that big weather pattern that again is not directly impacting us, but over 100 million people remain to be under some sort of heat alert, and about 3 million plus people under some sort of flood alert. It's because of this heat dome, that clockwise motion triggering a lot of showers and thunderstorms from Iowa through Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. Some of that moisture may push up into our area, so I have changed ever so slightly the rain chances for the weekend. Not a washout by any means. Definitely maybe some cloudier skies at times, but not so much for tonight. Things are pretty quiet as we look at satellite and radar. So as for the numbers today, the average temperature is 75 for the high. We hit 76 here in Marquette and almost on the dot for the low. So a near perfect day when it comes to at least the numbers. So at least Mother Nature is on it, and we'll keep things also fairly seasonal for tomorrow. But this is your first morning weather futurecast showing lots of sunshine setting up for Saturday. This is the slight change though, as we have some isolated showers moving through. This little rain system that has popped up has changed its position a little bit, so some of that moisture also coming from the north of that may sag southward. So we have a few different areas of rain possibly making its way to us for Saturday, but it is very widely scattered, very isolated, should be very brief, but you also can get little moments of heavier downpours when you do get those showers setting up. And as it continues to move out, hopefully that cloud cover also moves out by dinner time on Sunday. So just a few isolated shower chances for the weekend. I think originally I had it completely dry, but we have slightly changed that. Still keep your plans. This is nothing to cancel your plans over, just a little shower or two to dodge through the weekend. Future winds also going to be on the calm side. We should keep things mostly less than 10 miles per hour. May see that 10 to 15 mile per hour as we go through Saturday. Also the comfortability when it comes to the humidity, we're definitely going to feel that for tomorrow evening. You can see between that 3 p.m. on Saturday and 3 p.m. on Sunday. This is more so maybe Sunday morning where it's going to feel a bit humid, and that's also from that moisture from that rain system pushing up into our area. So even if you do dodge the rain, we're not going to really dodge that humidity. It's going to feel a bit sticky, but then a nice relief. It goes way down to comfortable going into Monday. So you just have to also get through a little bit of that sticky, muggy air, and then when we get to Monday, we have mostly sunny skies and that dew point decreases. But then we do have some shower chances again as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday. Also going to get a bit cooler down to the lower 70s, and then we're just trying to work our way back up to have some more seasonal temperatures before we can end off this upcoming week.
Kelly, thank you again. In Escanaba, preparations are underway for the UP State Fair running August 17th through the 23rd. This year's fair includes themed days like Tuesday, when fairgoers can try select food items at reduced prices, as well as Honored Citizens Day on Thursday, featuring the UP Veteran of the Year ceremony and a luncheon with the Lieutenant Governor. In addition to grandstand acts like Daughtry and Phil Vassar, the fairgrounds will be filled with entertainment of all kinds for all ages.
Is to make sure there's a lot of free entertainment. When people get through the gates, that they just go, yeah, this is the UP State Fair that we've been waiting a year for, and they leave here just feeling great about the whole experience.
The gates officially open at 5 o'clock on Monday, but the fun starts even earlier. At noon, our own Lily Simmons will MC the Royal Court, where they'll crown this year's UP State Fair Queen and Princess. We'll have live reports from the fairgrounds at 6/5 Central all week long, so be sure to stay tuned to WZMQ 19 for your fair coverage. Coming up next on Insights, we're joined by the owner of the Emporium Record Shop in Marquette. You may know him from the many Jeff and John record shows they put on. Now they're planning an anniversary celebration. We'll have those details in just a couple minutes.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
Trip chaperone. Before helping prevent migraine with Qulipta, it was hard keeping plans. And look at me now. You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making more zero migraine days possible to help give that forget you get migraine feeling.
Don't take if allergic. Stop taking and get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, lip, or tongue swelling, itching, or rash. Tell your doctor about increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes.
Ask your doctor about Qulipta to help prevent migraine.
If you've been injured in an accident, do not settle for less. Call the Sentinel Group now. Our lawyers specialize in injury cases and help clients recover the best settlements. If you sustained injuries from a slip and fall, auto collision, bicycle collision, dog bite, workplace injury, or any other accident through no fault of your own, call the Sentinel Group now. The consultation is free.
Call 800-510-4378. 800-510-4378.
We started back in 1913. Grandfather would go from door to door on a cart selling dry goods. It's great seeing people actually come in saying, you know, my grandfather waited on you. We offer a wide selection of La-Z-Boy recliners, Smith Brothers Amish furniture. We also offer a wide selection of appliances, all with free delivery, and we'll set it up where you'd like. Being able to help the customer and satisfy what they're looking for in their house, making it the place that they want to be, has been one of the most rewarding things.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. You've heard of the Jeff and John record shows, but the owners of the Emporium Vintage Vinyl are planning something else, a special anniversary celebration. Joining us with the details is John Teichman himself. John, good to see you again.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Always love having you in here. So
yeah,
got a big anniversary coming up.
Yeah, in conjunction with Music on 3rd Street, which is happening on Thursday, August 20th, we're going to be having 4 days of music, DJs, and thousands of pop culture music items for people to check out. We have vinyl records, of course, CDs, cassette tapes, t-shirts, stickers, DVDs, VHS tapes, a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. But this time we'll also have live music. So Thursday the 20th, it's Corey Fair and his 90s nostalgia band Fair Enough. It's a power trio. And then on Friday we've got Mr. DNA, a guest DJ, be DJing in the back of the building. We'll have a tent set up in the back of the building at 816 North 3rd Street. Saturday, we've got Greg Sandell, Mr. Sandell. People may know of Music with Mr. Sandell at the Driffa Brewery. He'll be bringing a variety of exotic instruments and songs. And then on Sunday, we finish it off with DJ Ho Na Na Na. That's 3 na-nas. Yeah. And he'll be there from 1 to 5 playing an eclectic mix of R&B and all sorts of stuff. So we've got 2 DJs, 2 musicians, 4 days of fun. It's going to be outstanding.
Absolutely, and I don't know if we mentioned which year this is. This is the 5th
this
year.
Is the 5th anniversary, and I will hold up the poster right here. That's the poster for the show. You may see that around town.
And we have your face all over
right,
it, John.
Jeff Walker designed the poster, so I was not responsible for putting myself on there. That just sort of magically happened.
Gotcha. So 5 years, what's it like to be reaching this milestone?
You know, I think it's a real tribute to the Upper Peninsula and the Marquette community that people continue to show up and visit us. I always thank people for taking the time to come in. We are open when a lot of other places are closed. We started during the pandemic, and we've continued to persist because of the support of the community out there. People of all ages, from grandmas and grandpas to newborn babies walking through the door. We've had a lot of people from out of town, and we look forward to seeing everybody at the shop Thursday, August 20th through Sunday, August 23rd. You can find more information on our Facebook and Instagram pages. And you can also contact us if you have any questions at 906-373-6183.
Good stuff. I think you undersold yourself earlier talking about all the stuff you have in there, John. I've been in there a few times. True. You have quite a bit more.
It takes like more than one trip to find everything. So we have 3 rooms full of things, thousands of vinyl records, both new and used, CDs, VHS, DVDs, some comics, some action figures. You got an Alice Cooper action figure, you know, so a little bit of everything. And we can also do special orders for people as well. So I really invite everybody to come and check us out. Music on 3rd Street is going to feature dozens of bands all up and down the street. And so it's not just us, but it's all these opportunities for new music discovery.
All right, good stuff. And yes, I got that Alice Cooper action figure for my parents. They're big fans, so I'll have to give it to them.
Yes.
But hopefully they're not watching because it was supposed to be a surprise.
Right. Well, Not going to say anything.
Speaking of family as well, you have family here as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
You want to give them a shout out?
My parents, Karen and Tom, are in town, all the way here from Arizona, Sun City West. And so they may be watching in this time zone or another time zone. I'm not sure when they're going to screen it. But really, Jeff Wiedela is our daytime guy at the shop. He's our manager. Jeff Walker is going to be coming up all the way from Detroit, Michigan, over 500 miles away, bringing a whole new selection of musical offerings as well. So come down and see us. It really is one of those events where we want you to stop by, come hang out, and just enjoy the celebration.
All right, good stuff. John, always a pleasure having you on, my friend. Always good to see you, and I'm sure I'll be in the Emporium soon enough.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely,
Great
my
to see
friend.
you.
And we check in with the Upper Goddess after the break. And with the summer temperatures, there's been a rise in swimming pool rentals. We'll have those details when we come back.
I'm Tony DeCopel. Ahead in the CBS Evening News, a bombshell moment in Lower Manhattan today. Luigi Mangione in open federal court admitting to stalking and gunning down United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson back in 2024. He's now scheduled to be sentenced on federal charges in December. What kind of prison time is he facing? And reaction from Brian Thompson's widow right there in the front row today. That and more ahead on the CBS Evening News.
Let us tell you a story. You know it's going to be good.
Trouble follows you, huh?
Only in Boston.
In this line of work,
Family
is who shows up.
Leah!
Thank you for being there.
Always.
Let's get back to work.
This should be fun.
The new season of Boston Blue returns Friday, October 9th, part of CBS Premiere Week and streaming on Paramount+.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics.
What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
How to raise children.
Get out of here.
Door tap. Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie on All in the Family.
Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ MeTV.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors. From showroom to your home. Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store. Andersen is the #1 trusted window and door brand. The Window Store is the Upper Peninsula's clear choice for windows and doors. Now that's a perfect fit. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store.
Welcome back, everyone. In the heat of summer, there's no better place to cool off than in a swimming pool. And more people are diving into their own private oasis without paying to build one. Bradley Blackburn explains how pool rentals are taking off.
Rocky Abdullah, her son Kalel, and his friend Josiah are enjoying the cool of a backyard pool.
You could just do your own thing and have fun.
The blue water is all theirs for a few hours, thanks to a rental through Swimply.
It beats the public pools and the lines and the locker rooms. It gives a peace of mind to know like it's solely ours for whatever time we booked it.
If you have any questions for me, let me know.
The pool belongs to owner Lauren French, who charges guests about $70 to $80 an hour.
This season, I'll probably look to make about $15,000.
She's been renting for years through Swimply, an app that helps vet guests and manage bookings for a portion of the earnings.
Part of what's endearing about having this experience is a lot of the folks that come use my pool, like myself when I was younger, would definitely not be able to use a pool unless there was something like Swimply.
This summer alone, Swimply expects to host 2.5 million guests. 18,000 pools are rentable in 45 states. The cost of building a backyard pool has climbed out of reach for many, with the average price of a new in-ground pool jumping 30 to 40% since 2021. Now fewer homeowners are taking the plunge. New pool construction is down 50% since 2021 to about 60,000 pools this year. Abdullah says she looked at putting in a pool and decided to rent instead.
I saw how much it costs not only to install, but the insurance and the taxes that come along with it. And just as quickly as it entered my mind, it had to leave.
But she can still escape right in someone else's backyard.
Now it's time to check in with the Upper goddess. Lori is currently without her oven, so it's like Van Gogh without his paintbrush. Let's see how Lori is adapting.
Hi everyone. I've had a new experience, YG here, cooking. I have been ovenless for 3 weeks. Can't seem to get a part for my oven or parts for my car. I don't know what's going on, but it's insane. The other day I baked buns in the grill. And yeah. So I did do sourdough at my mom's, because literally I'll be doing something and say, oh yeah, my oven's not working. But anyway, if you want to see what I got in here, check this out. Pasties. So they've been in there about maybe close to an hour. So what I did was I put these 2 burners on full blast at first to get the oven up to, or the grill up to 400. This burner off, because you don't want to have that direct heat underneath your pan. You want it to kind of swirl around like it's like an oven, but it's actually a grill. And the buns seem to bake okay. I did the same concept. I kept the grill at 375 for the buns, but the pasties I cooked them for 40 minutes on 400, and then I turned my knobs down like this. I put the middle one on low, and then this one here, you know, almost on low, but you can see it's got a little crank that, you know, to the right there, that would make it cooler. But they seem to be cooking really good. Yeah, so if you like looked at the bottom of one, see, it looks pretty good. So I'm pretty excited about it. Hopefully I'll be able to get my oven fixed, but hey, well, if you ever need to bake something, put it in your grill. Keep smiling.
Sounds like a good idea to me, Lori. Thank you very much. And don't go away. When we come back, Kelly Rowland will have your final look at weather. Stay tuned.
Doug Garrison here for Budget Windows. We had no idea. That's what customers say when they see and price Budget Windows. They had no idea that Budget Windows carries the highest rated replacement windows money can buy. So if you need new windows and want the best of the best without breaking your budget, call Budget Windows. Best built, best backed, best price. And remember, you always get triple glass for the price of double. Now that's a good idea.
Up to 59% off list at the huge 59th anniversary sale at Slumberland. Last chance on big deals. Get this Ashley sectional for just $9.99 and get the Ottoman free. This Ashley sofa for just $4.99. Choose from 5 Lazy Boy recliners for just $5.55 each. Don't miss this Sealy mattress for just $3.99. Plus, pay no interest for 59 months on qualifying purchases. Up to 59% off. The huge anniversary sale at Slumberland. Hurry, last chance.
Anything that's wrong with America can be fixed by what's right in America. We are defined more by our shared values and our differences, and we're having a conversation about how.
It's the cast of Imperfect Women on J.
Do you get the other ladies into TikTok at all?
I try. I do. I get scared every time. Every time we do a TikTok, I ask if I'm trending.
And this little book lover gets a surprise.
Come on out here, Michael!
From the host of Reading Rainbow.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, Monday at 4 on WZMQ CBS. Followed by The Kelly Clarkson Show at 5 and 19 News at 6.
Weeknights, MeTV brings the funny.
They do have some funny stuff in there.
With MASH. Andy Griffith. And Everybody Loves Raymond.
Weeknights on MeTV 19.1.
And a final check of your forecast. Things are fairly quiet to round off the week. Not much here on our satellite and radar. We're going to keep those rain chances very low, but we can have a few isolated drops, especially up towards the Houghton area by Saturday afternoon. So have the rain gear handy, but I don't think it should impact your weekend too much. Just some widely scattered showers should taper that off by the morning on your Sunday. And looking at mostly sunny skies for your Monday also. So make sure to come back here for another look at your forecast tonight.
Will do. Kelly, thank you very much. And we will see all of you back here tonight at 11:10 Central. Have a great night.
Good to be with you. I'm Tony DeCopo. The breaking news right now. Luigi